a fine day for their excursion. And do not Mr. Rochester and Miss Blanche make a fine couple?
He evidently prefers her to any of the other ladies.
Oh, it is clear he admires her.
Yes, it is.
Oh, but you see, my dear, the gentry have more to consider than themselves. Marriage is a duty. It involves fortunes, family trees, the bringing together of estates. And there must come a time when any gentleman has to consider his duty.
She's indeed beautiful.
Oh, you will see her at her best this evening. I happened to mention to Mr. Rochester how much Adele wished to be introduced to the ladies. And he said, let her come into the drawing room after dinner.
Oh, she will be in ecstasies.
And he said, let Miss Eyre accompany her.
Oh, no, he was only speaking out of politeness.
I told him you were shy. And he said, tell her it is my wish. If she resists, I shall come and fetch her.
To speak truth, I did not greatly care for Mr. Rochester's guests. Most of them, Miss Ingram especially, seemed to me to be shallow, haughty, and contemptuous towards those not of their own station.
Of course, you have a governess for her. Where is she now? Is she gone? Oh, no, there she is still. You should hear Mamma about the subject of governesses. I had half a dozen at least, all either detestable or ridiculous.
I used to quiz my governess, but she was such a good creature. I might ransack her desk or upset her workbox. She would bear anything.
I suppose we shall now have an abstract of the memoirs of all the governesses of all our families. May I play you something instead?
Oh, please do.
How's you doing?
I'm very well, sir.
Why didn't you come and speak to me in the room?
I did not wish to disturb you as you seemed engaged, sir.
Well, what have you been doing during my absence?
Nothing particular. Teaching Adele as usual.
You're looking a good deal paler than you were. What's the matter?
Nothing is the matter, sir.
Did you catch cold? That night you half drowned me?
Not the least, sir.
Return to the drawing room. You're deserting too early.
I am tired, sir.
And a little depressed. What about? Tell me.
I'm not depressed.
But I affirm that you are. So much depressed that a few more words would bring tears to your eyes. If I had time, I'd know what all this means. No. Tonight I excuse you, but remember, so long as my visitors stay, I shall expect you in the drawing room every evening. It is my wish. Don't neglect it. Now go. Send Sophie for Adele. Good night.
One evening, a change of entertainment was proposed. They spoke of playing charades, but in my ignorance, I did not understand the term.
I forget. Oh, it's a wedding.
Why, it's a marriage.
What a magnificent
couple they make.
Don't be perhaps preferably
Oh, he looks like shame. Shame? Is this the whole
Yes, I think so.
No, it can't be. What can it be?
Was not the second syllable well? And does not that make the entire word Bridewell the London Colonel? Bravo! Well done. I got it. I got it. That's a very good one. That's right. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. right. My dear, come down. Let me hand you down. Thank you. You were so good. Remember how tight we were?
And remember, Miss Ingram, you are now my wife. We were married just now in front of all these witnesses.
I saw he was going to marry her for her family, rank and connections. I was not jealous, or only rarely so. But I suffered an ever-torturing pain, for I knew he did not love her. He told us next day that he had been summoned to Milcott on business and would not be back till late. That same afternoon, a stranger arrived at Thornfield.
It appears I arrive at an inopportune time, madam, when my friend Mr. Rochester is from home. But I arrive from a very long journey, and I think I may presume so far an old and intimate acquaintance as to install myself till he returns. My name is Mason. I am but just arrived in England.
I spent some time on the West Indies station, sir. Do I detect?
You have an acute ear, sir. I am from Kingston, Jamaica.
I know it well.
It was there that I met Mr. Rochester.
I did not know that Mr. Rochester had ever been to the West Indies.
Oh, Rochester has been everywhere. But allow me to introduce you to the company, Mr. Mason. Lady Ingram, permit me to present Mr. Mason formally to you.
Yes, certainly.
Lady Lynn?
Rochester did not like the West Indies. Hurricanes and heat and the appalling rainfall were too much even for his heroic tastes.
Beg pardon, sir. There's no woman in all being extremely troublesome, refusing to leave. A gypsy, sir.
Well, tell her I'm a magistrate, and she'll have her put in the stocks if she does not take herself off.
No, wait. Sam, did I hear you say she was a gypsy?
Yes, sir. She insists on being brought in before quality to tell fortunes.
Well, we have no plans for entertainment. Let her entertain us.
Surely, Colonel Dent, you would not encourage such a low impostor.
What is she like?
A shocking, ugly, old creature, miss, almost as black as them calls.
Let's have her in. To be sure, why throw away the chance of a little fun?
Show her into the library.
Well, that is what she wants, miss. She says she'll not appear before the vulgar herd.
I think I had better go first.
No, sir. She wants no gentlemen. Ladies only. And only them that's young and single.
By Jove, she has taste.
Oh, my best, my dearest, pause. Reflect.
What did you say, Blanche?
Well, Blanche?
She poured my palm and told me what such people usually tell.
It is my turn now. I am sure she is something not right. She told me such things. She knows all about it.
If you please, miss, Gypsy says there is another young, single lady in room and she'll not go until she's seen me.
The governess, indeed.
I will go by all means.
I can make nothing of such end as that is to fine. Meal on the rug. It's in the face. It's about the eyes, in the set of the mouth. wonder with what feelings you came to me tonight. You have no secret hope that whispers to you of a sweet future?